What happens when a massive 95-minute feature film premieres at Cannes, but almost the entire budget wasn't spent on actors, or sets, or even cameras? No, it was spent on raw computer processing. Welcome to the absolute bleeding edge of the AI frontier.
The film is called Hellgrind, and it was developed using the AI video platform Higgsfield. Out of a $500,000 budget, a staggering $400,000 was burned on nothing but raw compute power. Let that sink in for a second. $400,000 just on processing. The machine is literally the studio now.
The AI music gold rush. Authorized remixes versus copyright chaos.
So this massive resource-heavy shift in AI generation, yeah, it's tearing right through the music industry too. The new blueprint looks a little something like this. Spotify and Universal Music Group are teaming up to build this walled garden for authorized AI fan remixes. The rules are pretty strict. We're talking deep industry partnerships, strict opt-in choices specifically for living artists, and fair compensation models designed to bring fans and artists closer together. But here is the catch. You want in? It requires a premium subscription tier. Standard creators are just locked out of the whole shebang.
And you know, this perfectly illustrates the crazy new divide we're seeing. On the one hand, you've got that clean, highly controlled Spotify deal. And on the other, absolute unadulterated chaos. Independent label Poseidon Wave Media is actually suing the AI music generator Suno right now on behalf of the ambient band The American Dollar. And look, this isn't just your standard deep-faked pop star voice. No, this is unauthorized deep structural cloning. The lawsuit alleges a devastating 80% drop in licensing revenue for the band. Why so high? Well, because Suno's outputs allegedly aren't just, taking a little inspiration. They are perfectly mirroring the specific rhythmic structures and the precise temporal architecture of the original tracks. It's basically a machine stripping human composition all the way down to the studs, rebuilding it and stealing the market.
Hollywood's new compute reality, from generation to hyper-realistic editing.
Now, the stakes back in visual media are escalating fast. We are way past typing a prompt and just praying for a usable clip. Current generation models like Google's Veo and Omni are stepping up to perform hyper-realistic surgical edits. They're taking live-action footage and seamlessly dropping digital avatars right onto moving horses. And the really crazy part? The AI is automatically calculating and casting perfectly realistic shadows as they move through a 3D scene. The computational logic required to pull that off is just staggering.
Pushing hardware to the limit, eliminating local workflow constraints.
Running these hyperrealities used to require massive server farms, right? Well, not anymore. High-end local machines are finally eliminating those traditional hardware limits. Just consider this punishing concurrent stack run recently by an industry pro. Step 1. Rendering a video edit. Step 2. Silently processing a local Qwen 3 8B model. Step 3. Generating complex, comfy UI image variations. And Step 4. Live prototyping a 3D Blender set. All of this simultaneously, on a single, local, high-spec machine. And get this, the computer did not stutter once. Solving unsolved math problems, moving beyond creative slop.
Because if you think rendering shadows and generating music is the ceiling, you are completely missing the true frontier. We are officially moving past creative slop into the realm of pure, novel, logical reasoning. Let that number hit you for a second. 80. OpenAI just quietly took an unscaffolded, general-purpose large language model and completely disproved an 80-year-old math conjecture in discrete combinatorial geometry. It wasn't trained on the answer. The answer literally did not exist.
For years, critics dismissed AI as just a stochastic parrot, right? A fancy autocomplete, just mimicking human text without any actual understanding. Well, that era is dead. By disproving that math conjecture, the model proved it can find completely novel, logical paths to solve complex global problems. It is no longer just generating, it is reasoning.
Think about everything we've covered in this explainer. We've seen it devour a film budget to build reality from scratch. We've seen it clone the rhythmic architecture of human musicians. And now, we've seen it solve mathematical mysteries that baffled human experts for 8 straight decades. So I'm going to leave you with this one jarring thought. What happens when AI logic entirely surpasses human reasoning? Because let me tell you, that is no longer a science fiction scenario. It is the immediate reality we are building.